constructing new ones, bricklayer improving in his economy, cement seller making his economy, block maker, everyone is engaged in that. And I believe it's with that support that he can be able to do that. In my own state, I have no much issue on the issue of salary. And immediately when I came in, I have the tons on tons of promises in 2015. One of it, that gentleman there, this on-road is supposed to be about 1.5 hour drive. We spent 3 hours before we get there. I quickly mobilized some of the funds, moved to the contractor. The contract was given 2014. But we cannot mobilize because of the bad economy. Getting that, we quickly swing into action, and companies are there working, everyone is there. Schools are being rehabilitated, hospitals, etc. So definitely the Paris-London Club portion given by the state, the state. I was in Cross Rivers. I went to his hometown. I saw what is going on. He said he saw contractors mobilizing back to site. I said we're not mobilizing only, despite the fact it's holiday, we saw them working. So definitely the bailout has served a lot of states. Even those that cannot even do the infrastructure development, like Benue. Benue said that even because of that bailout, there's no way he can spend Christmas in his own hometown, because this trouble of salaries of workers and what have you. So we quickly drop everything, see what is coming. So what do we do with it? So we pay some arrears of some months, pay what is payable, and then continue. And then we're waiting for the second tranche of the Paris Club London.
But are you satisfied with the efforts states are making to generate internally?
I'm satisfied because each and every state now, despite the fact that we're having issues in the economy, if you go to some states, you will appreciate what they are doing. So states are moving. Even in yesterday's our meeting, we took a presentation about internal jet revenue. We have a platform. We said that they are being discussed. They'll have a retreat after three months with the chairman of the Board of Internal Revenue Generation and the Budget and Economic Planning, as well as that committee, to review each and every state, what is going on and where do we need to improve, as well as that particular group is being held by development partners. You said is in the DFID are part of the partners that are helping that particular committee established by the Governors Forum.
In the federal government's diversification plan, how are states really cooperating to
Well, you see, if you want to say that, there's no how the federal government will succeed without the states. Without the support of the state, federal government has no one. It's only here in Abuja. And I think after Christmas, you go home and spend some days, you come back to Abuja. The federal government has people only in the state, and all other development, all other diversification, all what they are doing is for the state. So states, they own the federal government program as their own personal program. So we give the maximum support where necessary, and each and every angle that federal government brought up the program, more especially in the issue of diversification. Diversification, we're talking of mining, we're talking of agriculture. We are the landlord, we own the lands. We own the lands, we own the people. For the federal government, we are the custodian of all those things. So therefore, any program that initiated by the federal government through to the state still will hold it as my own program, and in respect of party line. And we believe that doing that program succeed is we that succeeded together.
So let's talk about your state now, really. How is agriculture faring? You mentioned a massive program to do with farming in your state the last time we spoke. What are the people really benefiting from this?
Of course, absolutely. People, despite the fact that we have some slight changes. For instance, in the first tenor, I'm giving almost everything for free for agriculture. For free. Farmer is not paying anything. For instance, a fertilizer is being sold at 6,000, I give you 50 kg, I give you at 1,000. There you didn't even pay the transportation cost to your doorstep. So, but at this point in time, we told them, they said, we understand, but we need it. However, we are going to mobilize and pay. So farmers are paying and taking the goods from the government initiatives. And at the same time, farmers are getting benefit more from what they are doing. For instance, 100 kg bag of corn or sorghum or millet or rice is being sold on those days at 4,000, 3,000. But today, none of the listed product is being sold less than 11,000, 12,000. So farmers are happy, and they are boosting the market is boosting their morale. And there's an immediate buyer, we brought your goods, you have off-takers. So people are happy with what is going on, and the transformation start from the agriculture.
All right, we'll take a break right now. We're still with the governor of Zamfara State and chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're still with the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you.
Well, just recently you worked with your colleagues to tackle the issue of cattle rustling and the rest of it. And of course, your stance was very clear on that. How were you able to achieve, that?
Cattle rustling, armed banditry, and armed robbery is a second security challenge we have in the Northwest. And in the first, when we came in, as I do mention in the first interviews, that we came collectively because while the federal government and the president are facing the Northeast with the Boko Haram, and in the North also having the issue of cattle rustling, kidnapping, armed banditry, and armed robbery. So we came together as a state, Kaduna, Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Kano, and Niger. We have a platform that we met with our security chiefs, most especially Army, Navy, Police, Custom, because immigration, each and everyone has a role to play. So we support them with the logistic under the order of Mr. President, and they mobilize their men. We have started doing that, and it yielded a result. But unfortunately, because of manpower, they cannot take the operation simultaneously in the whole of the area of Northwest. So they will cap area of Niger, Kaduna, and Zamfara. So these people will move to Katsina and Palgora Forest in Kano, or they move to northern Zamfara, border with the Sokoto. So what we actually do, we had been suffering with this kind of problem where security men and women, they are doing their best, but we still have the remnants of other things that are going around. So finally, what we did, we all come back to dialogue. When there's a lot of security pressure from the side of the bandits, themselves, they decide to embrace the peace and dialogue, which initiated by the military. They get the contact. Those that they arrested, they mentioned to them that yes, we can talk to. Why don't you talk to our people? What is all this taking arm against yourself, planning yourself, farmers, herdsmen, and what have you? So they agree, and then we start negotiating. Kaduna did, Katsina did, Zamfara did, and we get a very sound atmosphere for peace. And as I'm talking today, it will spend a days. This thing is criminality. Yes. And the criminal has no border of religion or ethnicity. They can come together to do their criminality and run away. So it's not the issue of Fulani or Hausas or any other language, but the criminal is criminal. As I'm talking to you today, there are some other people that are not impressed, trying to undermine the peace process. But I can tell you that in Zamfara and neighboring states, it can spend 7-8 days without having any single attack. So we are making progress, and our gallant security are there waiting for any eventuality to come. But so far, so good.
Oh, well, speaking of the president, do you have plans to visit him in London?
President, I don't think it's necessary, but some of us are talking to him, and we know that he's sick.
You have been speaking with him.
Yeah, he has been. I have been speaking with him. He has been sick, quite all right, and each and every human being is bound to that. And looking at his age, it's not surprising. Him being sick with the heavy and huge tax on his neck, responsibility of Nigeria. But all Nigerians, I believe, would make me happy. They are praying for him for a quick recovery.
Governor Abdulaziz Yari, thank you for your time on Dateline Abuja.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.